Mr. Spike Whitman and Mr. Tim Davis. Guys, it's gonna be a nice matchup. I think Liberty Center is looking for a little redemption here, and I think things are gonna heat up quick, guys.
Well, hey, it's the same kind of rivalry, very much comparison us and Bryan, because we've been there the last 3 years. We've battled them right down to the wire. They've had such good pitching that they maybe have had an edge. But it's like a Liberty Archbold football rivalry. It's the very, very same thing. Heated, very, contestable, and certainly one of those that you kind of aim for all through the year.
Yeah, Spike, I think you look at it, and it's Bryan Liberty Center has been the two teams at the top of the NWAL in just about all the sports competing against each other.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right along.
Sorry, Spike. We're going to break here for the national anthem, and we'll be back right after this. All right, there you have the national anthem. And, guys, we're going to have to be on our own for the lineups as we've got baseball and softball going on simultaneously here. So, Liberty Center, I think, Tim, you've got Liberty Center's lineup.
Yeah, for Liberty Center, they will start off with Emmy Gray in center field, will be leading off. Batting second will be Addie Zintek playing second base. Bia Barrett will bat third, catching for Liberty Center. Batting fourth is Emma Sinclair playing shortstop. Your fifth hitter will be Mackenzie Fuller at first base. After her, you'll have Aubrey Zeider, who is in right field. And then you have Macy Crew playing third base, followed by Molly Perry on the mound. And then Eliza Jones will bat in the ninth spot and play left field.
All right, now that Liberty's taking the field first, let's talk quickly about their defense. Tim, just as a very general comment, I think this may be the finest defense that, from top to bottom, that we've ever put on the field. I mean, you may go back through the last several years and, she was pretty good, and she was pretty good. But from top to bottom, I think this is as good as it gets.
Well, it's a team that pitches to contact, and the fielders have done a really nice job so far this year of making plays. And it's not about making plays, so to speak, Spike. It's making the plays that you should make. The ones hit at you that they're not, they're taking care of business and making plays. So, and our pitching staff's done a nice job, too, of pitching to contact to keep our fielders on their toes a little bit.
All right, just a quick note. I don't know how important this is or how well you can hold these facts. Bryan averages 3 errors a game on defense. Liberty only averaging 3/4 of 1 error a game. All right, Perry delivers first pitch, and that's going to be outside.
Well, if you look at strengths here, Spike, Bryan's strength is their pitching. Lots of strikeouts. I think he's got a couple no-hitters, maybe a perfect game. So their fielders don't get a lot of action compared to what Liberty Center probably gets. So their attempts are much lower, too, with those 3 errors.
That's a good point. Good point. All right, 2-0 the count. Perry swing on a chop foul straight back. 2-1.
Langham, the batter for Bryan here, Spike.
Pitch right on that outside corner, that sweet spot there between the plate and the dust. You say Langham?
Langham.
Okay. Pitch high and away. 3-2 the count now on the leadoff hitter. Liberty 2-1 in the league. Bryan, or 3-1 in the league. Swing, foul straight back. Bryan just 1-0. They've had even more problem with rainouts than Liberty, and so they've got a passel of games to get made up if what Max Preps had was correct. And pitch taken high, so a base on balls to open the game for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, Spike. Bryan has Langham, who just walked. You see there, Ella Voigt and Staton will be the 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Golden Bears here in the top of the first.
Runner on first. Infielders, the corner infielders looking for the bunt. And a miss. They
kind of a delayed steal there a little bit.
Yeah.
Made him throw it down there. You know, they squared the bunt, so Mackenzie Fuller was charging, knowing that there was going to be no one at first to
and
pick him off.
Bia played it pretty cool.
Yeah, she
just didn't fire behind the runner, and that would have moved her to second. So bunt attempt again, foul in the dirt.
Really good job by Molly here after that walk, getting ahead early and when the number 2 hitter. Be interesting to see what Bryan elects to do with their base runners tonight, Spike.
Yeah, now an 0-2 count. Bunt foul. It was a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pitch that danced around that chalk line a little bit outside. Molly put it where she wanted it. Got a strikeout swinging. And that was, who was it? Was it batting?
Voigt was batting there, so
Voigt.
strikeout Voigt. And this will be Staton, the pitcher, at the plate. I know, looking at some stats, she's got some power in her bat. Really good hitter, all around great softball player.
Number 13.
I think it's is it Thea? I think it's
Swing and a miss on a pitch down there around the knees. So Perry now finding her rhythm. This is back to what she likes. Playing with the corners, moving it up and down. Shot right at shortstop. St. Clair there, flips to second. Now the relay won't be able to be made by Zintek. A good hard slide. It would have been close anyway, but a slide takes her away from the relay. But the Tigers get the lead runner on a force out.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about, Spike. Making the plays they should make, getting the outs. Now we got 2 outs here in the first, and this will be Kaylee Thiel at the plate for Bryan.
Thiel?
Yep.
In the 4th spot.
Nice pitch on the outside corner by Molly. Looks like Molly's got really good control here early on once she got past that first hitter.
All right, looks in, brings it, low and away. Got her whaling on it. 0-2 the count.
I think the Bryan hitters are a little out in front a little bit on Molly here. But Molly's doing a nice job on that corner. Now you've got 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see if the runner is moving here.
She kind of wanted to offer at it, but lets it go. It's right where Molly would want that pitch to be placed with an 0-2 count.
Didn't miss by much.
No, Crew edging in at third, but playing it pretty straight. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the side retired. Perry picks up 2 swinging strikeouts. That's good stuff. After a half an inning, Bryan, no score. The Tigers coming to the bat. And Timmy, who was that third hitter name?
Staton.
Staton.
The pitcher. So a really, really good comeback inning there by Molly. You know, after that leadoff walk, was able to come back and get 2 strikeouts and then the ground ball to shortstop to get out of that first inning. You know, now we go into the bottom half here, Spike. And again, like we mentioned, the strength of Bryan is their pitching. a pitcher that's going to throw with a lot of velocity. She's going to move it around. The rise ball is going to be there. So very difficult player to hit. Let's see how Liberty Center can try and manufacture some runs here against the pitcher. Like I said, also, she's got 3 or 4 no-hitters on the year, and I believe a perfect game, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Well, a lot of speed. I think Liberty Center this year has adjusted better to faster pitchers than they have in the past. There's always those 2 or 3 good hitters that'll hit anybody, but I think Liberty from top to bottom might be able to put together some hits in this game. Yeah. Although I'm sure they're not going to dominate the plate, but.
No question, Spike. Looking at it for over the past couple of years, I think from top to bottom, this is one of the better hitting teams that Liberty's had.
Oh, yeah. The team batting average is 400, right on the nose. On base is 460. And so good numbers there. All right. Corner infielders playing in tight. Here's Emmy Gray to take a pitch down low. Emmy batting .385, but her on-base percentage, this includes walks, puts her up over 500. Pitch taken up high, 2-0.
That's exactly what you want in a leadoff hitter. Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. 556 on-base percentage for Emmy.
Bunted foul up the first baseline. First baseman was way in there, so was third base. They have the bunt covered. 1-2 now the count. Tigers want to be able to bunt their way on, but Bryan at the same time is going to take that away defensively. The corner's still way in. Chopped, foul, straight back. Count remains 1-2.
22 runs scored on the year for Gray. Leads the team.
Chopped right back at the pitcher.
Nice pitch by the pitcher, though.
Yeah,
a change up way out in front.
Yeah,
couldn't stay back on it.
Yeah.
When you're expecting the hard heat, 2 strikes on you, you always got to be looking fastball, and she got her out in front.
All right, Addie Zintek now in the switch in the order, moves up, shows bunt, and fouled straight back, 1 strike.
Addie batting .421 on the year, Spike. 16 hits, 11 RBIs, and 7 runs scored.
And bunt foul in the dirt. 0-2 the count. Addie's a good contact hitter. She can. She's adept at hitting those gapper line drives. All right, with 2 strikes. Sets.
Foul
pops
back.
It up. Foul.
I think it's we're not even 2 hitters in offensively for Liberty Center. I think it's pretty clear they're going to do everything they can to put the ball in play to make the Bryan girls field it.
Swing and a miss. Pitch up there at the top of the strike zone, and Zintek retired. 2-way, Bea Barrett.
Bea, the leading hitter on the team, currently batting .571, 28 hits, 6 runs, 23 RBIs, and 5 home runs on the season.
Ooh, pitch way inside. Tim, I think your stats may be updated over mine.
Yeah, these are with Game Changers, so it's...
Okay, yeah, these mine are probably a game or 2 old.
I'll help you out a little bit, Spike.
All right, yeah.
2-0 is the count here. Bea quickly ahead. Can sit on that fastball here in a spot.
The outfield playing it pretty much straight up. Shortstop slightly over toward third. Swing and a miss. That inside fastball. Got a jump, got it on her fists, and couldn't get the best part of the bat around on it. So 2-1. Pitch, swing.
Foul tip. I think Beal upset with herself on that 2-0 swing, not a 2-0 swing that you'd like to have. Runs the count even now at 2-2.
Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and the Tigers go down 3 up, 3 down. So after an inning of play, no runs on no hits by either team. You know, Bryan just keeps chomping out pitchers every year. They've had the best pitching in the league for the last half dozen years at least.
Well, and the pitcher they have currently is only a junior, so she'll be back next year as well. For Bryan, Spike, coming up here in the top of the second, they'll have Blevins, Arnold, the second baseman, and Vollmer, the third baseman.
Blevins,
Arnold, and Vollmer will be your three hitters.
Hey, real quick, guys, if you're out there watching, we do have baseball going on the other stream here. We're bringing both of them live to you. You can watch that also on lctigersportslive.com or over on YouTube, where we're kind of running our trials for next season as we're going to switch everything over to YouTube next year. You can watch baseball and softball simultaneously here on Tiger Sports Live.
Spike, we should probably point out our veteran umpiring crew here we have tonight with Scotty Hellberg and Gary Brubaker. Scotty behind the plate and Gary doing the bases.
Yeah, Gary Brubaker, former super athlete. He's umpired baseball, softball, men's and women's. He's done a lot. And I've heard this may be his last season.
Yeah.
All right, slightly open stance. And gets good shot into it down the line. Fair ball. It's a home run.
Blevins with the home run for Bryan.
Boy, Blevins got that in her wheelhouse, and that swing was designed for exactly what resulted. That high fly home run over the 186 mark.
Yeah, I think that's a situation there where, Molly got behind the count early, 2 balls and no strikes, and again, the hitter's able to sit on a pitch, and she got out in front of it and pulled it right down the line.
I believe that hitter played last year and hit well.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but all right, Arnold now, a left-hand hitter, bats with an open stance, way back in the plate. Looked to bunt, kind of got up toward the front of the box. Crew, though, way up the line toward home plate.
I think she's looking at slapping, kind of a slap hitter, running towards the pitcher as you're swinging, trying to hit the ball to the left side, and running from the left side of the plate, get to the first base a little bit quicker. So,
yep. St. Clair edged over toward third, and that one sails outside. 2-1 now as they play their chess match. Now, fly ball, left field. Jones has time, floats in over toward the line, makes the catch, and 1 away.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Vollmer. I apologize, I don't have first names for all these players, so
I believe
for Bryan.
People will forgive you, Tim.
Yeah.
Right back to the
Nice
pitcher,
play.
Molly Perry. Great reaction. Down at her ankles. Got down, made the stop. Threw her out easily at first. So Vollmer retired for the second out.
Hey, we have first name initials. I could make names up, but I won't do that. But we have Taylor. Taylor stepping to the plate. She's the center fielder for Bryan.
Shows bunt, and that'll go foul right away. Called dead immediately. So 2 outs, nobody on, but that long, majestic, high sailing homer down the left field line puts Bryan ahead 1-0.
You know, you got the 8-hitter here, Spike, for Bryan. You want to make sure nothing gets started here. It's able to turn the lineup over to the top of the order. Missed bunt attempt there.
All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Liberty Center's Molly Perry ahead in the count, 1-2. Crew still way in at third. Pitch.
I think she
outside.
thought it was a strike.
Oh.
She was heading back to the dugout there, it looked like, and turned and looked. You going to call that a strike or not? And
Yeah, it
she
was
still
out
has
there
life.
a ways. All right.
I thought it was outside.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss on that outside hard one. So going down on strikes is Taylor. That's Molly Perry's 3rd strikeout. And after an inning and a half, Bryan's home run takes them to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, I got to give a shout out. We don't do a lot of this, but the snowman, which was scheduled on our baseballs, is at the hospital visiting his father. So we wish the snowman senior well, and
Absolutely.
the little snowball, the snowflake. Guys, wish you the best, and I hope things turn out good for you guys.
For the Tigers here, Spike, in the bottom of the second, you're going to have Emma Sinclair, Mackenzie Fuller, and Aubrey Zeider, the 4, 5, and 6 hitter.
St. Clair steps in. I've got her down for a 488 batting average.
Pretty close. I got her for 478, Spike, so you're not too
All
far
right.
off.
And
That's
shot
driven to
into
left.
field. That's going to be over her head, and extra bases. Rounding first. St. Clair steaming into second base with a stand-up double. Boy, she got all of that. The left fielder on that high line drive could not react, and ball got over her head in a hurry.
I tell you what, Spike, what I love most about that is first pitch, sitting on it, ready to attack, and not getting behind an account and hitting that first good pitch, because you're not going to get many of them.
Yep.
With how she can locate her pitches and with her rise ball.
Fuller, I've got her at 333, and then out in front of the plate, bunts it. Good bunt. That'll move St. Clair to third. Pitcher comes in quickly and out of the circle, picks it up, tosses her out, but the Tigers have the tying run at third now with 1 out. That's what you like.
All right, so here's the challenge, and here's the situations that you have to get the job done. Runner on third, 1 out, dominant pitcher. Got to find a way to get it in play and make Bryan make a play. You got Aubrey Zeider here, batting at 421 on the year.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Aubrey with 11 RBIs, 7 runs scored. Anything in play here to make them make a play, make them make a decision at least.
Choking way up, shows bunt in the air. Ooh! Foul ball. St. Clair did not get too far off the bag. Her reaction was pretty quick. Come up the line a little, but was not going to be caught in a possible double play on a pop-up bunt attempt. Count 0-1. Zeider loves to do this. She loves to call timeout in the box and break up any possible pitcher-catcher rhythm. Slightly open stance. The pitch takes it outside. Shortstop sneaking over there behind St. Clair. Emma having nothing to do with that.
Clearly a waste
Sorry.
pitch out away there.
All right, still playing for the bunt. Swing and a miss. Right 3. Got her on that letter high fastball. So Liberty now with that runner on third, but 2 down. Macy Crew, a good contact hitter.
Macy with a 361 average on the year, Spike. 13 hits, 11 RBIs.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Again, even though 2 outs, still make a play. But that's tougher than it sounds.
Third baseman now for the first time tonight back even with the bag. And a punch down the right field line. That'll float foul. 0-2 the count. Boy, here's where you'll take any kind of a bleeder or Texas leaguer or just an in-the-hole ground ball. Macy standing in. Pitch, takes it up high. Good job there. The pitcher for Bryan, I believe Statton's her name, has managed to stay ahead in the count in this early going. That's a plus for her.
Yeah, you can see she's got really good control, even on her waist pitches, putting them where she wants them.
All right, 2-2 the count. She may still play around with a corner. And knock straight back into the backstop. Count remains 2-2. So Crew hanging tough. She's making contact, even if it's a foul ball. But that alone is heartwarming. Now big hole right up the middle. Shortstop, swing and a miss. Boy, that was heat. Whoa, that was heat. Crew strikes out swinging. That'll retire the side. Each team now with 1 hit, but Bryan's a home run. They lead it after 2 innings, 1-0.
Hopefully you look at that inning there, Spike. Sinclair with the double. Hopefully that gives them a little bit of confidence that they can put the ball in play against her. So, there's got to scoring situations. You got to put the ball in play and limit the strikeouts. And Liberty, you can tell, kind of their strategy is to look to get some bunts down to make them do some things with it. The only challenge you put yourself in is you put yourself down in the count quite a bit when you do that.
Yeah, and it's kind of the devil in the deep blue
Absolutely.
sea. Yeah, do you sit there and bunt attempts that aren't successful and the strikes add up and now you're so defensive. But if you don't play small ball against a pitcher this sly and cunning, if you will, why...
Well, the thing is, you're not going to get a ton of scoring opportunities.
All right, the number 9 hitter.
It's to be Yoder, the right fielder for Bryan.
And she's playing chop ball. That'll go foul straight down at the plate.
Spike, that reminds me a lot of you when you played slow pitch softball from the left side trying to slap it.
Well, I didn't like to show off my fence power, so. Pitch taken outside and low. That'll even at 1-1. Macy playing in pretty close. You say this?
This is Yoder, the right fielder for Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pitch. Chopped it at second base. Comes in hard. Zintak fires to first in time for the out. Zintak charged the ball. It wasn't an aggressive charge, but it was that forward momentum thing where she could field it cleanly in rhythm. Makes the soft touch.
Well, and that style of hitting, too, makes you rush. She's already halfway to first, it seems like, as she hits it. But you see that a lot at the college level, if you watch any college softball.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of fascinating. And a pop-up into the outfield, and it's going to fall in safe, rounding first, heading for second. And it's going to be a Texas League double down the right field line. I believe that was Langham.
That's a tough play right there.
Yeah.
It's one that your second baseman couldn't quite get to, and the right fielder couldn't get to either.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't hit real high to give you time to get there. Coach Kyle out to check on Addie here. And Liberty Center's outstanding trainer Amanda.
right, Tigers regroup. Zintek kind of waving her throwing hand around a little bit. Maybe she jammed that as she hit the dirt out there.
So let's Langham standing at second, Spike, with that double there, and you got Ella Voigt, the catcher, at the plate now. Now she was a strikeout victim her first time up.
Crew way in at third, and swings away and fouled it off the right side out of play. 1 strike. One out in the inning.
Nice play by Addie.
Good
They're going to double her off at second.
It's a double play. Addie Zintek went to her knees. What quick reaction. Nailed that line shot. And a double up flip to second base, and the inning is over. Bryan is retired after that Texas League pop-up double.
That's a huge play by Addie there. That gets through. That's a run-scoring single, and Bryan takes a 2-0 lead. But instead, Liberty can come back to the plate and try and tie this thing up here in the bottom of the third.
Now, I've got a question. I was watching, obviously the runner was right in my path, but as soon as Molly Perry released the ball, she's off. She's a stride and a half off. Is it when you release it you can go, or when it gets to the plate?
No, when she releases it.
Okay.
When she releases it. It's kind of a tough situation for the runner on second getting doubled off there. However, even though you're getting that lead, like in baseball it's a little bit different. You do get a secondary, but you get that lead. You still, I think, have to freeze at some point on that line drive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she would get back anyhow, but
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree that your assessment is spot on. You just can't give away an out, and you kind of got to make sure the ball's through.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, even if the worst-case scenario for Bryan, runners on first and third if it falls in safely with only 1 out.
Yeah.
So,
well, Spike, the Tigers will have Molly Perry, Eliza Jones, and Emmy Gray, your 3 hitters here in the bottom of the third.
Molly Perry was hitting about 050 early in the year, and her batting average is really going up. Shows bunt. That'll go straight back into the backstop. 1 strike.
Yeah, I don't have her last, say, 4 or 5 games average, but I know that looking at some of the stats, it's been
she's up
much
to
better.
260, and she was batting like around 050, and her on-base percentage is 320. So it's really her stock has went way up. Her tendencies are to hit the ball toward the right side.
Yeah, she's got kind of an inside-out swing.
1-1 to count now. And popped it up into center or right field.
It's going to drop.
And it's in for a base hit. Too short to advance.
Nice job by Molly putting it in play. Kind of got it off the handle. We talked about still that inside-out swing and got one to drop down the right field line. And then we're going to get a pinch runner, courtesy runner, Lily Howard, I believe, right?
Yep, 23.
It will run for Molly at first base. So a big leadoff single for the Tigers here, and that'll bring Eliza Jones to the plate, batting at .353 on the year, and she has 2 home runs, 18 runs scored.
Okay, Perry, the leadoff hitter, gets on base. Boy, that's great. You get your leadoff hitter on. That just opens up all the mental games. Showing bunt, taking.
Runner's going.
Here's the throw. Oh, my.
Well, I think we missed the bunt, and then the throw was perfect. But I like the aggressiveness, though. Even though you're again, like I mentioned, you've got to create scoring opportunities for yourself. You've got to make Bryan make plays, and they did. Catcher made a nice throw, and
catcher got out of the box quick. And
1-1's the count, Spike.
Okay, taken for a ball. All right, now the Tigers have an out. Jones with a full cut. Swing and a miss. First baseman playing a step or two back, and the third sacker maybe only about a step in. I think they know Jones has got some pop. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down. And we're around to the top of the order, Emma Gray. Emma grounded back to the pitcher her first time up.
Emmy Gray.
Emmy Gray, sorry.
Yeah, popped it up.
Popped it up. Coming over the first baseman, foul territory, makes the play, and the side retired. So after 3 innings of play, Bryan 1, Liberty Center 0.
Hey, these games are brought to you by our sponsors for Tiger Sports Live. KK Collision, the leader in the automotive repair industry, 27 years right here in Liberty Center. Meyer Badenhop Insurance since 1933. Northwest Ohio has been the home of the Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency. STN Design, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. Affinity IT Group, cybersecurity, managed services for your company's demanding computer needs. 3Chord, sign it, sew it, screen it, promote it. Davis Farm Services, that family-owned agronomy business serving Northwest Ohio farmers right here from Liberty Center and Delta for 50 years. Swanton Welding since 1956. They've been providing the highest quality metal fabrication services to their customers. Pam and Dick Leatherman, Pizzanello's Pizza, right downtown Liberty Center. Gerald Grain Centers, that farmer-owned cooperative, 9 locations, one right here in Liberty Center. Holgate Metal Fab, 14,000 feet of fabrication area, makes Holgate Metal Fab the shop you can count on. And Sattler Meats, from our farm to your table, right there on South Perry Street.
All right, Spike, you got Statton, Thiel, and Blevins for Bryan here. Lots of power in these 3 hitters.
Statton safe on a fielder's choice. On a force out, grounder to short. Chopped it right back to short again. St. Clair charges,
nice
has
play.
It, fires it, fills it up at first base, and the sure glove of Mackenzie Fuller there to grab it. Tigers with that first all-important out.
I can't say enough about Emma's play at shortstop. Rock solid all year long.
Yeah, our infield is great at getting down on the ball, taking a bite out of crime, two-handing everything.
This is Kaylee Thiel at the plate. She was a strikeout victim her last time up.
And she plays where?
First base.
First base, thank you. Chopped in right there, grabbed Crew, guns it across, and Crew again. Crew is so good at her lateral movements. You'd think a third baseman's got to be a fire hydrant and block everything in front. That's true. Went to her glove side, moved several feet across laterally, picked it up down there right off the ground and gunned it. She's got a very strong arm and a very accurate arm.
Blevins, the hitter here. She's hit the home run her last at bat.
They keep it away outside, ball 1. Well, you never want to just give them a base, but with nobody on and 2 outs, why? Pitch. Let's see. Yep, caught the corner.
Good spot. That's a big pitch right there, because the last time when she hit the home run, she got ahead in the count.
Yep.
With 2 balls, no strikes, and was able to sit on one. So
yep, she got one low and inside. That one out over the plate, and strike 2 on the outside corner. Yep. So Perry doing a terrific job working the outside edge and not that inside dangerous spot. The pitch hangs it outside.
Yeah, the pitch she hit a home run on was on the inner half.
Yeah.
She was able to turn on.
All right, 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch just a bit outside. Full count, but a good job of keeping the ball away.
I think you got
from Blevins.
I think you got to stay out there.
Yeah, I do too. I agree.
Nice
and
pitch.
struck her out. Boy, another impressive job by Perry. Kept the ball down and away. And strike 3 on the swing. Side retired, 3 up, 3 down.
Hey, I want to throw some
good.
stuff out here about the schedule. We've got the Archibald Lady Blue Streaks tomorrow here, rescheduled after the reschedule. Weather scheduling.
Welcome to spring.
Yeah, welcome to spring. And then our ladies will travel to Napoleon on Saturday for a doubleheader. So look for, if we can't play tomorrow, the consensus is that we'll try to get the game in on Saturday because Archibald being a league game, Napoleon not. So that'll take precedence. So if we cancel tomorrow, just check our schedule on lctigersportslive.com for all the details. We'll try to keep you updated. So.
Are they calling for rain tomorrow?
Varying on time.
Shocking, huh?
Yeah, shocking.
And a freeze warning tonight, too,
And then 80 on Sunday, right?
And a hurricane and something else. So,
yeah. All right, you're going to have Addie Zintek, Bea Barrett, and Emma Sinclair here for Liberty Center.
Yep. Very dynamic part of Liberty Center's batting order. Zintek with a full cut. Strike 1. Zintek shows bunt. And that'll go straight back. 0-2 now.
One thing I noticed, like Liberty's bunting, you see a lot of body movement. I'm not sure that's something you want because you can you can move it with your hands up and down, but there's a lot of movement with the entire body when they're trying to bunt.
Swing and a miss on the outside corner, strike 3. Well, Bryan, just look at the size, the height of the girls. Third base, first base. These are big kids. The second baseman tall. The pitcher is tall. Shortstop is probably one of them good grind 'em up type. But this is a big physical team. Pitch taken up high. Ball 1.
Can Bea the leading hitter for the Tigers on the year?
Bea showing bunt, pulls back, sets, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Bea struck out her first time up. Bea line drive. Oh my! Ricochets off the first baseman's glove. Second baseman did a good job to react to the ball. She didn't have a play on it, but she didn't quit on the play, and she was there to grab the ricochet off the glove. Bea Barrett had a line drive single heading for right field, but Bryan with a great defensive play.
It's called being at the right place at the right time, Spike.
Being maybe a little lucky. Okay, St. Clair now.
Looked like a drop ball there. Change up of some sort.
Emma
way out in front.
Yep. St. Clair burnt the left fielder on a high, long, hard line drive. Tigers couldn't get her home, so now she's up with 2 outs. Swing and a miss on a high fastball.
The last at bat, Emma was able to jump on that first pitch for a double. I think she was hoping to do the same thing, but the pitcher had other ideas with the changeup, drop ball.
Looks in, brings it, and that's on the outside corner. Miss on the swing, and Liberty Center goes down again in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. So after 4, it's 1-0 Bryan.
Spike, at this point, you're going to be home eating dinner by 6 o'clock here, buddy.
Yeah, this is about as fast a game as we.
Well, we had, what was it, the Sylvania Southview game? Was like an hour and 5 minutes or something like that?
There's been a lot of them that's been fairly quick this year. Good defense, good pitching.
And then we've got baseball games going 11 innings over there. So
Yeah,
they're probably in the 2nd inning, aren't they, over there?
I can actually pull the third inning.
Hey, just a question on that Napoleon thing. Is that a recent schedule change?
Yes.
Okay, that's just something that...
Yeah, we are scheduled for a doubleheader tomorrow, I believe at 11. And again, this is all on the Tiger Sports Live website. But should the Archibald game get canceled tomorrow, the consensus is that will move to Saturday at 11. So we'll keep you up. I'll keep you updated, Spike.
All right.
Arnold, Vollmer, and Taylor are your three hitters scheduled here in the top of the fifth for Bryan.
Bryan, let's see. Arnold last time hit a lazy fly to short left field trying to push the ball. She's got the open stance, left-hand hitter. And Crew coming in hard. Here's the gun. No, offline, and she is going to be safe at first base. That would have been a tough play anyway. Crew had to get rid of it quick.
Well, that's the advantage of hitting from the left side with your slap, and that was a tough play by Crew because the spin on that ball was you weren't sure where it was going to go. Even on a good throw, that's a close play at first.
Yes.
Because she's out of the box early, heading that direction on the swing.
Line drive up the
nice
middle.
Play.
Play by Emma St. Clair. They got her a force at second base.
You will not see a better play than that.
Wow.
Boy, it don't get no better
Wow.
than that. That ball was labeled into left center field for a possible double. Emma St. Clair, I'm not saying she took a hit away. That was total thievery in the nth degree.
You will not see a better play than that. I hope someone's got that on video. We do, right?
I think we
Mark,
do.
We're going to send it in.
All right. Bunt attempt. Pitch is up too high.
We got Johnny Fryman up here in the booth with us. You've seen a better play than that, Johnny?
Whoa, Johnny! And you're resplendent in your Detroit Lions sweatshirt. All right. Shows bunt, pops it foul up the first baseline.
And here's the thing. It's a great play, but if that's a hit, they got runners on first and probably third with nobody out.
Yeah.
You know, so now you got a runner on first with one out.
Taylor struck out her last time. Here's a bunt attempt. Fielded by Perry.
Nice
and
scoop.
Great job by Mackenzie Fuller. Digs it out of the dirt. And that wasn't just a dig out of the dirt. That was a very difficult chance for her. It bounced about a foot and a half in front of her. One of the toughest plays a first baseman will ever make.
Yeah, that long hop, much more difficult than that short hop. But nice job by Macy coming in, making the play, fielding it, taking her time. Now we got two outs, runner on second.
Here's Yoder grounded out on a short little chop to second base. Zintek had to charge the ball. So we got a 1-ball count with 2 outs. Runner on second for Bryan. 1-0 the score. Bryan ahead. Pitch outside block. Barrett fired to third. That's a bang-bang play, and they're going to rule her safe. Wow, that was close. Barrett made a close play out of that. Now the runner on third with 2 outs, 2-0 count. Chop, fielded across the diamond, got her out by a step.
I tell you what, these plays, you can't, they're so magnified with each and every play you make defensively because you know, on the other side of things, at the plate, that run is going to be tough to get. So you give up 2-3 runs, that's very difficult to come back from with a pitcher like this.
Yeah, I bragged about Liberty's defense before the game, and I think maybe now I'll take out an ad in the New York Times and just tell you how doggone good they are. Boy, we're seeing some great defense. Fuller's play at first. Zintek at second base an inning ago. St. Clair making 3 great plays. Our outfield hasn't even been tested yet, per se, but Emmy Gray out in center field has got the range of a gazelle, and she has made some almost unbelievable catches in the outfield.
Hey, quick softball trivia, Spike.
Uh-oh.
What year was softball added to the Olympics? We'll have the answer for you at the end of this inning.
Was that before or after you were born?
A little bit after. Well, my maturity level or my chronological age?
Fuller,
You ain't got one.
Fuller, Zider, and Crew for the Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the fifth.
All right, good place for Liberty Center to manufacture a run. Fuller, a good contact hitter. She can pull the ball. She likes to go up the middle, and she'll go to the right side with it as well. 1 strike to count. Lets that one go. High, hard one, way off the plate. Evens it at 1-1. So
Yeah.
Bryan, on the strength of that early home run, leads it 1-0 here, the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss.
Good
That
swing,
pitch,
though.
Yes.
I like the aggressiveness.
That pitch had some heat. And that one hangs way too far outside, but boy, that extra several MPHs on that pitch. This is a tough job. And
Get
chops
through
it
there.
in the hole. Shortstop deep in the hole. Guns it across. And boy, what an arm. Great play. Fuller's bid for a hit was taken away by a shortstop's dazzler. So retired on a good effort. Aubrey Zider now steps in. Got rid of the sweatshirt. Now I think she's ready to do some business. Second baseman pulled over toward first. And
Good swing.
pops it up. That'll sail foul backwards.
You know, one thing you watch here, you know, she's always getting ahead in the count.
Yeah.
Pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, makes pitching a lot easier and hitting a lot more difficult. Check down to Gary Brubaker at first and says no, she did not swing.
Yep. Held the arms out flat and did not go around. So that'll even the count 1-1. Let's work on that break here. Boy, what speed. Zider, a good right side hitter. That time just a little bit late. That's the speed for you. 1-2 the count. Third baseman playing even with the bag. And right up the middle, and
Nice
that's going to
job.
get into center field. Shortstop was pulled slightly toward third, and that ball was tagged pretty good. And on 3 hops, it was into center field for the base hit.
Okay, Spike. It's going to start to get a little interesting too. Again, you got speed with Aubrey Zider at first base. We've had a runner thrown out already trying to steal, but let's see what Liberty decides to do. They want to get that runner over in scoring position, one way or another.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
I think you'd like to have her there with 1 out rather than 2.
Yeah.
Give you a couple opportunities.
And chop right at shortstop. Picks it up on the 3rd hop. Relay to first. Not in time.
It's close. Bang, bang at first.
Crew beats it at first base. The attempted double play on the grounder to short. That'll put 2 outs up on the board.
You know, Liberty's doing a decent job of putting it in play.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's getting the hits when you have runners in scoring position. We failed to do that in the 1 inning. Emma led off with a double.
Perry takes a pitch. Lower part of the plate, the strike zone, but a strike. Swing on a bingo baby toughie.
What's a bingo baby toughie, Spike?
That's a fastball that I can't hit. I don't know. I never was good at hitting fastballs. All right, 0-2, 2 outs. Perry takes it outside. Catcher tried to showcase that and bring it back to the plate, but home plate umpire not to be deceived. Second baseman playing way over toward first. Pitch, Perry fouled it straight back.
You know, in putting the ball in play, what you're not seeing is the pitcher really getting a really, really good rhythm where, you know, she's striking out a lot of hitters.
Yeah.
So it keeps her out of that mind frame and that
Oh,
rhythm.
yeah.
Hopefully within the last couple innings we can get something across here.
Perry, swing that may have been tipped, but into the catcher's glove regardless. Strike 3, and the Tigers retired in the bottom of the 5th. They get a single by Zeiter, a hard rip up the middle, but couldn't get her around. And after 5, it's 1-0, Bryan.
All right. The softball was added to the Olympics in 1996.
Ooh.
The U.S. team won 3 gold medals and 1 silver, all back-to-back. USA was known for their strong pitching and hitting, but interesting. And then how many players are on an Olympic softball team? You know, you got 9 fielders. How many extras they got?
Well, I don't know.
I'd
You
say
got
15 total.
Good guess, but close. 16. Yep.
Oh, come on. Now we got Perry up here showing his
That would be,
expertise.
since he got it right, that would be Mr. Perry to you,
Yeah.
buddy.
He Googled it on his iPad.
Johnny, have you seen the Bryan Lady Bears this year a few times?
And they're-
And it's definitely the pitching that is their.
Has been their strength, and last week State had 3 no-hitters and a perfect game winner.
Wow.
but they're
Boy.
7-4.
But 2 of the losses from Gascaldi and Spring were both very good programs, and 2 came down and tripped out inside the seat.
Oh, that's right. They did make that. What was that, a 4-game trip?
4-game trip that lost 2 games to Ferris Schools from Illinois.
Ah, so they're playing up there with the Lady Giants.
No, but right now we've got 3 hits on the game, 2 for Liberty Center and 1 for Bryan. Unfortunately, that 1 hit for Bryan's a home run. They lead at 1-0.
Okay, I believe this is the leadoff hitter. Langham takes outside. 2-1 the count. Yeah, let's see. They've tagged a couple balls, hit pretty hard,
Yeah.
but they did have that pop-up double.
Oh, that's right. They
Right
do,
up the middle.
Oh,
Stop there. Nah, great play to keep it on the dirt. Came a long way. St. Clair got a glove on it, but was already stretched out vertical to the ground. So an infield single for Langham. That'll lead the inning off.
you're right, Spike. My fault. 3
No.
hits. 3 hits for Liberty, 2 for Bryan.
Yeah, well, 1.5 for Bryan. Trouble is, the 1 was a big one, so.
Voigt at the plate for Bryan.
Voigt struck out in the first and lined hard with a fantastic reaction play by Zintek at second. Pitch down in the dirt. Great block by Bea Barrett, catcher extraordinaire.
Big out right here. A 2-hitter. You got the 3 and 4 hitter coming up. Runner already on.
Swing.
Oh.
Oh, they caught. And it's going to be up the gap. A ground ball. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Rounding third. 1-run scores. They're going to cut off the hitter at second base. But our shortstop made a move one way, and that ball was yanked, and it went right past where she had vacated. I think she may have even been covering second. I think that was the plan, I believe.
Well, you're naturally playing up the middle more on that.
Yeah, she made it.
But
I think
she was going to the
covering
left.
Second.
Yeah.
And the ball had enough power on it. It got all the way to the fence in the left field gap. So now 2-0 Bryan.
It's important here for Liberty to buckle down here and get out of here with no other runs scored. Going to be difficult with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming.
Yep, nobody out.
We've seen him do it before.
Yep, Staton was safe on a fielder's choice to shortstop on a ground ball early, and then
Walker.
lined out.
Yep. They're going to put Staton on first, and that'll bring Field to the plate.
Thiel is struck out and grounded out to third base to Crew. So nobody out. Runners on first and second. Here's where having a catcher the stature of Bea Barrett is huge. Doesn't allow many passed balls at all. So the Tigers need to make a play out in front of that front runner. Nobody out. Pitch taken in the dirt, going to third. Here's the throw. Ooh,
That
it was
was
close. But got in under the tag. They picked the right pitch to go on. Or did actually, or wait a minute.
It was a ball in the dirt.
It was
got
a
away.
ball in the dirt. I'm sorry. She got a good jump off a second. That's what it was.
So now, if you're in this situation, do you put Thiel on? I mean, you're just putting more and more runs on. However, again, a game like this, how many runs can you really score in the next two?
Right.
Innings, you've gotta-
I don't think we give them any more base runners. I think we have to get an out and hope that we can keep the runner at.
Well, but you can't let that run on third score. So if she hits something to the infield, you almost have to come home with it.
Right.
Unless it's to second base and you can bang it. You can't afford to give up another run here.
Right.
I think, honestly, I think I'd put her on.
Well, but then you're
then-
loading them up for the big hitter.
Well,
and
the other thing you got to look at, it's a 2-0
I don't
count.
know.
It's a 2-0 count. So you're giving. Be interesting if they. I don't think they're going to give her anything good. Outside. Nope, they called it a strike.
strike on the outside corner. That's the
I
way
think-
they got to run that.
And that's why we don't coach from up here in the box.
Well, I think that was the part of the conversation is you're
yeah.
going to pitch it on the outside.
Don't give her anything.
Nothing too good.
Bunt, and that'll go straight back into the fence.
Now you might as well go get her.
Yeah, 2-2 count. So now this changes things a little bit. Boy, this may be the pitch of the game right now. 2-2. Perry looks in and brings it. Chop to
Nice
third.
play.
Crew with a
Not
great
gonna be able to-
stop. Nothing she could do. That ball was tagged, and Crew laid herself way out. Got the ball parallel to the ground. Stopped it. But the runner, seeing the ball roll away, was able to score. She might not have been able to score, but Crew, a desperation play. Right now, Bryan getting all the tweeners. So it's going to be a base hit, and that will score the second run of the inning, and a 3-0 lead. So runners on first and second. Pitch outside. They can't give Blevins anything good.
Well, you got to get an out now, even if it's the wrong one.
Blevins flails at an outside pitch. That evens it at 1-1. Open stance. Looking for something inside. She can yank. Now bunts it, and that's going to bunt foul.
I think she should be out. If she bunted that, it went into fair play.
That's
territory,
interference.
and then it hit her
Yeah, and the umpires are going to conference on this.
because she stepped out in front of the plate and the ball
And
hit
stood
her.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the ball hit her in fair territory.
She's out. That's the rule. If the ball hits her in fair territory, she's out.
They're not going to call it.
Okay, well, it was a tight call.
Then he's calling it a foul ball because he gave her, it's 2-2 now, so he gave her a foul ball. Maybe it hit her in the box up front, and that would be the call of the guy out on the bases.
Unless it hit her twice to go into fair territory. But I know it hit her in front of the plate for sure.
Yep, that's the call. The guy out on the bases said it hit her in the box, and then must have hit her again.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
And that's his call because the home plate umpire can't see that.
You're right.
That initial hit.
Yep, you're right, Captain.
Not that I've been there a few times.
Yeah, you don't want to do a game by yourself. Pop up. Coming over, Mackenzie Fuller there in foul territory to put it away. Boy, Liberty Center needed something there. They got an out, but still in a pile of trouble.
Arnold at the plate for Bryan here.
Arnold flew out to left, and a tough play Crew had over there in a bunt attempt. Arnold was safe at first. Left-hand slap hitter.
Yeah, again, left-hand slap. You have to get rid of it first, quick with that slap. Nice effort by Eliza out there. Falls foul. But when you field it, you got to get rid of it quick because she's going to be down that line in a hurry.
Jones did a great job playing in close and left and had the foul line covered.
You know, looking at Emma out there with a left-hand slap, she's awfully deep at shortstop.
Here's the pitch up high. Good waist pitch. I like that one.
She obviously is moving forward on the pitch, so she comes a little bit closer to home plate. But
yeah, tough to bunt that high pitch, especially if you're moving. Crew comes in, chopped foul, straight back. So count even now, 2-2 with one out. Runners on second and third. Imperative for Liberty Center that they get an out here, hopefully right back at Perry.
ooh,
Called strike three, struck her out on the outside corner. Yeah, baby, I love when the umpire uses that chalk line.
unless you're the hitter. Big strikeout there for Molly. 2 outs now.
Malmer hits a soft
Big
grounder
play.
there. Zintek comes across, makes the easy flip to Fuller, and the side retired. But Bryan comes up with 2 runs on officially 3 hits. And they now lead at 3-0 going into the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, once again, I want to thank our sponsors, and they make all of these broadcasts. And like I said, we've got baseball and softball going, and the amount of equipment it takes and things in that line. And number one, I want to thank the Liberty Center Athletic Boosters and their charitable contribution to the effort here. All the high-definition video you're seeing out here is due to their participation with us. But KK Collision also, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, STN Design, Affinity IT Group, 3-Chord, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pam and Dick Leatherman, Pisanello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, Holgate Metal Fab, and Sattler Meats.
Well, Spike, you're down to 6 outs here. I think this is the inning that you've got to get something across with your 9-1-2 hitters at the plate for Liberty Center.
All right, Bryan, 3 runs on 5 hits. Liberty Center, no runs on 3 hits. Jones, swing and a miss on a speedball. This is only her 2nd time through the order. You know, Liberty Center is not used to this. They normally turn that thing over 4 times. Pitch.
Fouled straight
up,
back.
and straight back, out of play.
For those watching the softball game and not the baseball game, it's 2-2 over there in the bottom of the 4th.
Pitch down too low. I think it might have caught a corner, but too low in the strike zone, about shoe top high.
I think Bryan leads the league in baseball too, isn't that right? Or not? Okay, top of the league though.
Pitch taken way too high. 2-1 now. 3-1. Or wait, let's get it right. 2-1.
2-2.
Okay, yeah, she had a swing and a miss on the first pitch. All right, 2-2. Jones called strike 3. So, first out of the inning recorded. Now we're at the top. Emmy Gray Grounded back to the pitcher and popped up to first base, 0 for 2. Well, we'll see what Emmy can do now. She's seen this pitcher twice. Takes it up too high. First baseman in a couple steps at first. Third baseman only in. Now she's moving in a little closer. Pitch taken for a strike. 1-1. Slight choke. Choking up on the bat. Swing and a miss on a hard one. Boom. Boy, there's speed there that just hasn't stopped. 1-2 now on Gray. Tigers looking for a base runner. They need to get something going. Gray takes down low, and that'll pop away from the catcher. 2-2 the count.
There may not be anything more dominant in sports than a power softball pitcher. You see a lot of, college level 1-0 scores or very low scoring. That's what you're getting here.
Pitch. And Gray fought it off. It was in on her fist, and she was able to get the handle of the bat on the ball to stay alive. Yeah, easy comparison. Baseball 60 feet, and the rubber and softball 46. And pops it up. Catcher coming out. Pitcher calls her off. Makes the basket catch, and there's 2 away for Liberty. Tigers can't help it, but they're in a defensive mode here, trying to hit this outstanding pitcher.
You talk about a dominating pitcher. Here's a education. How far away is that pitcher's mound from home plate?
Did you say it just now? 43?
Yeah.
43 feet.
Oh, 43. I thought it was 46.
43 in high school and college.
Jeez, that's even worse. They ought to move that sucker back to 50 feet. Chopped up the middle, off the pitcher's glove. That's going to roll fair away from the pitcher, and Addie Zintek gets enough stick on the ball, hits it pretty good and hard, and that gets her safe at first with an infield hit.
And there's a base runner at least, and you got your top hitter on your team at the plate here. He's got really good power. Yeah, you run into one of those fastballs and see what happens.
2 really good power hitters up with St. Clair on deck. Pitch, foul,
good
straight
swing
back.
Too. Just missed it. Room.
The faster it comes in, if we get some good square contact, the faster it's going to go the other way. Bia choking up slightly now. Even stance. Pitch. Popped up again. That'll go straight back and out of play. So she's in a hole now, 0-2.
I would anticipate a waist pitch coming here. Something up around the shoulders or way out away. Catcher setting up outside, way outside. Yep.
Bia alertly takes for ball 1.
I think you still have time see if the hitter will chase.
Yeah, I don't think she'll see anything on the inner half of the plate or even anything across the plate. And up high, chops it. That's going to go move in foul territory. Third baseman got a glove on it, got about a foot from the fence. Maybe looked up and saw that 12 gauge there, and ball falls in safely.
New life here for Bia.
Yeah.
That was her out. Now let's get the hit here.
Bia stands in, shows it, brings it back. Yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Side retired. And the Golden Bears now with their 5 hits, bunching them together. They've got the 3-run lead heading into the top of the 7th.
Okay, since I'm on an education kick here, Spike, how far from the back of home plate to the backstop should it be in a regulation high school softball game?
I'll say 17 feet.
25.
25.
But some of them can be 30 feet.
My.
Ours isn't 25.
I wouldn't think so.
There's no way. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
bet it's pretty close.
I know in slow pitch softball, the fence should be about 2 feet behind the catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming
You don't
from a
have to chase
catcher.
it.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, I don't know what the good fastball, softball pitchers throw it at, what MPH, but 43 feet away, geez. Anybody that can hit in girls softball, my accolades and acclamations and awards out to you. Gee.
I don't know. I would say that she's probably throwing, 65
Yeah,
from
easily.
43 feet.
Swing and a miss.
That's just a guess. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, by Taylor. She is struck out and grounded back to Perry pitching. Swing and a miss, got out in front.
Really important for Liberty to not allow any runs here for sure.
Shows bunt, but the pitch, wisely enough, hangs too far outside. Bunt up in the
Nice
air.
play
Great
by Molly.
catch, Molly Perry. Got a great jump off the rubber and came in hard to pull that play up off the shoe tops. Woo-hoo, boy. Another Liberty dazzling defensive stop. Here's Yoder, who's grounded out to second, grounded out to short. Likes to slap, now slaps it right at the first baseman. Going to flip to Zintek covering, and that's the second out of the inning. Great mechanics there. Fuller came off the bag, came and got it quickly. Perry couldn't have got to first in time, but Zintek, with her quickness and alertness, makes the play. So 2 down. That out at first base recorded as a 3-4, not something you see very often. You might read about it, but you'll seldom see it. 2-away. Langham with a pop-up double, a single, and a walk. So she's been on base all 3 times for the Bryan Lady Bears. Boy, that means a lot, too. She scored 1 run, but that's just getting on base every time just adds that pressure.
She's played a really good defensive shortstop also. In
Oh,
this game.
yeah.
Made
very,
a couple nice
very
plays.
Good. Chokes up on the bat, stands up in the box, and takes a strike. Right down the heart of LC's home plate. 2-2 the count now. A little bit of sucker pitch, hangs too high. That'll even the count now at 2-2.
I think you want to get this out with
Right.
where you're at in the order. Get the leadoff hitter out here.
And fly ball into right field, going back and off the glove, rounding first, steaming into second base. Zeider got a glove on it, but got her out on the tip, and the ball flangs away, and it's going to be a 2-base error for Bryan. They've got the runner on second now and 2 outs.
Important here not to let that run score on second.
Voigt has a swinging strikeout in the first, but then hit a rocket line out to the second base bag, or excuse me, to the second baseman, Zintak. Last time up, hit that double into the gap that St. Clair was covering second base on. Hit it right there. Foul ball. Nice job getting across. Mackenzie Fuller, good range. Made the play, but about a foot foul. So 1-1 the count now with 2 outs. Pitch taken outside. Deep crouch. Ready. Right back to the pitcher. Perry, good reaction.
Nice job.
Flips it to first. Side retired. So we're heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. Liberty Center trails Bryan by the score 3-0.
Hey, once again, check our schedule. We are scheduled right now for the Archbold Lady Blue Streaks to come to town. 5 o'clock is the first pitch. Should that game be canceled due to weather, we don't know for sure, but we're fairly confident we'll try to play it on Saturday at 11, and we'll keep you posted on our social media, or if you're on our Facebook page, like our page, and you'll get all the notifications as we make updates. So you can stay tuned for that. If we do get the game in tomorrow, then the Lady Tigers will actually go to Napoleon on Saturday for a doubleheader, taking on the Lady Wildcats.
All right, Spike. Last call for the Lady Tigers. Sinclair, Fuller, and Zeider will be your 3 hitters. We are in the bottom of the 7th, and it is 6:16. So we've been hour and 15, 16 minutes. Quick game here.
Now, I know this is draft weekend. You two guys, I believe, are Pittsburgh Steelers fans, both losers. Johnny, you're a Lion, and we got 2 Lions here. Mr. Perry, break the tie. Who do you root for? I suppose you're going to say Cleveland.
Oh,
no!
Steelers, baby!
Oh, man. Oh, another misguided youth.
Big trade happening tonight, by the way, Spike.
Oh, there'll be all kinds of them.
Wow.
Little chop. That's going to be trouble in the outfield. A great recovery, and the shortstop goes back and makes the play. Great reaction. It was all about getting the good jump, and St. Clair retired on that infield fly.
Another good play by the shortstop. Just played a fine defensive game for Bryan. And that was one of the things that Liberty wanted to try and make Bryan do, is make plays defensively, and they've done just that.
Fuller with a sacrifice bunt, moving a runner, and then grounded out to short her last time up. Swing and a miss on a high, hard one. Good cut, but the pitch with a lot of RPMs. 3-0 Bryan here. Pitch. That'll hang outside. And a line shot, and got around late, but got some good connection. But again, that fastball is just so overwhelming. 1-2 the count now. 1 away. Fuller pops it up, and that'll go on out of play. Straight back. That was about as high as a foul pop-up straight back you'll ever see. Count remains 2-2. Fuller battling hard. And again got stick on it.
Really good at bat for the freshman.
Yes. Yeah.
Against a
lot
dominant
of
pitcher.
promise. Yes.
Might as well end this at bat with a sharp single up the middle. What do you say?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 2-2.
2-2.
All right. Here we go again. Swing and a miss. Wow. Heat on a little bit cooler afternoon. $11 strikeouts for the pitcher Voigt.
Staten.
Oh, I'm
Staten.
sorry,
Is it
Staten.
Staten?
My bad. Looked at the wrong spot.
Staten.
Staten?
My bad if I've been saying it wrong.
Staten. Oh, all right. Any old port in a storm. All right, Zider choking up. Takes the pitch low and away. That'll even the count 1-1. Zider had a solid single up the middle her last time up. Another promising freshman for the Tigers. Pitch up high, lets it go. That's been a kind of a pitch you see in girls softball that can really bring them in, sucker them in. But Zider said no. 2-1 the count.
I think if you're Aubrey, you're sitting
Aubrey.
fastball down the middle. Attack it, drive it, ball low. That's one of the few times you see Staten fall behind in the count like those 3-1.
Right, yes, it is one of the very
Yep.
few times.
Again, Aubrey can sit here and sit on one.
Good compact swinger. And stays with it, pops it up, and it's going to drop in behind first base for a single. Fought it off. Now, that is not a screaming line drive, but believe you me, when you have enough impetus, and strength in your arms to fight off that inside hammer ball and push it out over the first baseman's head, you've done a good job.
In the book, Spike, that's the hardest hit single you'll ever
better
read
it.
about.
Zider's second hit. Now Crew up to bat.
That's down. Oh, you got to find the ball.
Wow. I missed it. What, Tim?
So she got another one off the handle, blooped in behind the second baseman there. So
Wow. Well,
not
hey.
going quietly here. We're
Yeah,
gonna
one
conference
swing
at the
away
mound
now.
from Bryan.
2 runners on. Now Molly Perry represents the tying run for Liberty Center. And Molly, with her swing, especially as she's really came on the second half of the year, is tailor-made for this pitcher with this much speed. She's got the strength that she can muscle that thing into right field, and we get the merry-go-round going here, and who knows?
That's all you want to do right here is just pass that bat to the next hitter. No one make that last out.
Yeah, this may be dream on, but Molly Perry, very able and I'm sure willing to keep this game going. And then you've got power hitter Jones standing there waiting on deck. Here's Perry. Pitch.
Ball high.
Yep. She started to show it, and there was a challenge.
Yeah,
from the
he
Bryan
can't.
bench.
He can't really make that call from that side.
Right.
That has to be a judgment call by the plate umpire.
Big pitch here.
Yep. Shot
Get
to
through there.
second base. Oh, what a good play. Backhanded flip to second. Oh, Molly Perry made a bid. That was a base hit shot, but the second baseman with a great backhand, some great defense from Bryan, some great defense by Liberty Center. Your final 3-0, boy, I tell you what, if that ball gets out into the outfield, we've got the winning run coming to the plate. Boy, Liberty Center was close, but no luck. Doggone.
Well, I think, looking at this game and coming into it, pitching was going to dominate the game, and I think the question was whether or not Liberty could put it in play, which I think they did, enough to win.
Yeah.
I think that the other question mark was, could Bryan make the plays? And I think you clearly seen with the shortstop, second baseman plays there, they did make the plays they had to win the game. So,
yeah.
And Liberty played really good defense, I thought, for the most part. They missed, had a few errors, but overall, according to Game Changer, they finished the game with 5 hits compared to the 4 for Bryan on the night. So, but unfortunately, in the runs column, it's 3-0 Bryan, like you mentioned.
Yeah, that's what they rule by. All right, well, a tough one here. I don't think we'll need to go into this one very well. You saw 2 giants going at each other, but it's like they said in the movie Liberty Valance, when 2 contestants go out to fight, only one returns, and Liberty Center on the short end. All right, so the Tigers will be back tomorrow night, weather permitting, with Archibald. And they'll be back Saturday for some softball, too. We're just not sure yet who it might be. So, for Mark the Captain Bly on his background work and the techie stuff, young Perry in here casting a poor vote in the Steelers-Lions debacle. Tim Davis on the color, Spiker here. One more time, Bryan 3, Liberty Center 0. Liberty Center now at 12-2, Bryan at 8-4. So on that note, everybody, it's good night. Good Tiger Sports.